Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. No. The president of Turkey, the fearless Erdogan, is under threat. He claims that some Western countries try to interfere in his presidential election that is to occur this year. No, that can't be possible. The democratic countries, the free world, would never, never do such a thing. Right? Right. But he still talks about it and accuses. Right here. Here is the man. This article comes from Sputnik from today, the 5th of February 2023. Erdogan accuses Western countries of trying to influence Turkey's presidential election. Here he is. Oh, what car is he coming from? That's Maybach. Maybach. Oh, let's see. Is it what it is? Oh, taram. Pam pam. All right, well, if you're classy, you're classy. What can I say? You know what I mean? So let's go and read and see what he claims. Ankara. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, yeah, that's the guy, right? On Sunday, today, accused Western countries of trying to influence the outcome of the upcoming presidential election in the country scheduled to take place on May 14. That can't be possible. Western countries? Who might those countries be? In late January, Erdogan said that the general elections in the country were scheduled for May 14, a month earlier than originally planned. Turkish media reported that in order to hold elections on that date, the decision must be announced 60 days in advance, and the president could announce the exact date of the elections on March 10th. Great. And now let's quote Mr. Erdogan. And I'm quoting, "Global powers from Europe to America are making active efforts to influence the election on May 14. Despicable campaigns are being carried out against me for that purpose." End quote. Erdogan said during a meeting with young people in the city of Aydin. Turkish nationalist Movement Party and the ruling Justice and Development Party have supported Erdogan as their single candidate. So 2 parties? Okay. Oh, 6 opposition parties have also agreed to nominate a common candidate but have not announced a name yet. 6 opposition parties? Hey, what's going on here? Erdogan, Johnny, come lately. What do you mean? You have opposition? Opposition parties, and they're still functioning there? And there are 6 of them? You got at least 8 parties, functionally parties in Turkey? How many parties are important in the greatest country in the world? 2? Oh my God. Man, you got 8. So you got to kind of like snip a few of them. Don't make it like, no, follow the example. All right? Yeah, this is with Erdogan. Now, obviously, this article comes from Sputnik, but the Sputnik quotes Erdogan, the president of Turkey. Now, since Mr. Erdogan is an outstanding individual in the society and in the world, he would not make false claims. Correct? Correct. Now, Erdogan narrowly escaped in 2016, if you remember. In 2016, it was a, how they call it? Insurrection, military insurrection. Some factions from the military with other, hey, here is Weasel 1. Hello, I would like to speak with Weasel 5. Oh, he's gone? Give me whistle 4. Who's going to? Okay, never mind, never mind. So, military plus these people tried to overthrow the guy in 2016. Unfortunately for them, that was unsuccessful. And Erdogan came to power and then and he started his thing. He imprisoned a few guys, did whatever he did over there. Now, I don't know about whatever Erdogan did next, but he started being skeptical. And skepticism is good, you know. Not too much skepticism, but skepticism is the mother of knowledge. And he pointed the fingers across the Atlantic and in other directions. And then now we have this little thing with the Western countries. And remember, he mentioned, if I remember correctly, right, some countries from America and Europe, global powers. So I'm assuming in Europe is not Hungary or I don't know, Romania or Bulgaria. Global powers. So global powers from Europe and America. I know, no offense, I'm talking about North America, and no offense, Canada, I don't think you qualify to that, okay? I mean, when you're going to have about 200 million people, maybe 80% of them newcomers, then you can say you're a superpower. Until then, with what, 40 million, nah, you got a landmass, great, good for you. But anyway, so I think he's referring Erdogan to the states that are united still. And then another world power in Europe, because it says world powers, right? Let me put my goggles. Yeah, global powers. So that's plural, and it can't be the states as a power. It should be, global powers. So let's see in Europe, what are global powers? Germany, not. France, they try hard, but, if you know what I mean. It's only one remaining, and that's Great Britain. But I don't know if Great Britain is still a global power. It is by its connections and all that. But I think that's these are at least two that I can identify. There are some other players, I'm assuming, but then everything I'm saying right here is just speculation because he didn't mention the countries. But we can, at least, discuss and raise questions and think who might those be, if true. Remember, this is according to Erdogan, and we don't have to necessarily believe him until he provides some proof. The problem is Mr. Erdogan, what he did right now, he took the ball, not his ball, balls, and he just threw it in the air. And the ball goes, it's going to fall in the middle of those weasels. And when it comes in the middle, we're going to see what they do with the ball. Some are going to just smack it, some will grab it, some will let it drop, some of them, boom. We'll see how the West reacts to Erdogan's, they want to interfere in our elections, and see how the West is going to react. Remember, hey, by the way, remember this little thing here? Yeah. Remember this one? Now, we know it's only rock and roll that interference in elections is bad. We know that, right? So, we know that the Russian government interfered in 2016 according to presidential election, according to Wikipedia. Now, it's true that it's Wikipedia after all, but I don't know about Mr. Erdogan. Erdogan, global powers from Europe to America are making active efforts to influence the election. So I don't think they want to influence the elections in Turkey with candies and dildos and, ladies of the night and alcohol and all that, blunts, all right? So, we'll find out. I'm pretty sure that after Erdogan just threw the ball in the air to drop in the middle of the weasels, someone is going to make a move and say, hey, Erdogan, that's not true, what's on your chest? Oh, insurrection? No, forget about that, that was in 2016, it doesn't count. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.